Hey everyone, welcome back to the AMZG Agency channel, your go-to spot for marketing tips, industry insights, and the latest digital trends to grow your business. Today, we're talking about something that doesn't get enough attention, but it's truly one of the biggest advantages you can have in marketing, working across different industries. If you want to stay creative, stay sharp, and stay ahead, this is the secret sauce you need. Let's dive into it. Flexing your creativity every day. One of the best parts about working across sectors is how much it forces you to flex your creativity. No 2 days look the same. 1 minute, you're brainstorming for a beauty brand, and the next, you're crafting a launch strategy for a tech startup. It keeps you on your toes constantly. Each project brings its own set of challenges and excitement, fueling fresh ideas and new ways of connecting with audiences. You learn to think differently, to solve problems creatively, and to keep your brain operating at its highest level. Think about it this way. If you only ever did the same type of project, eventually your creativity would plateau. But when you're working across industries, you can't help but innovate. You're constantly pushed to find new angles, new hooks, and new strategies. Let's be real, no two industries are the same. Each one has its own language, its own rules, and its own audience behavior. For example, marketing a luxury fashion brand requires a very different tone and strategy than marketing a nonprofit cause. What gets a Gen Z audience excited about a skincare product isn't going to work if you're trying to reach business executives about a financial solution, but that's the fun part. When you step into a new industry, you're stepping into a whole new world of opportunities to learn. And here's the kicker. The strategies you learn in one field often end up inspiring completely new ideas in another. You might take an engagement tactic that worked brilliantly for a restaurant launch and adapt it to help drive buzz around a real estate development. You remix, you reframe, and in the process, you keep growing. It's not about starting from scratch every time, it's about building a toolbox and learning when and how to use the right tools. Staying ahead by staying curious. In marketing, curiosity is one of your greatest assets because trends, they change constantly. New platforms pop up. Consumer behaviors shift. What's considered cool or trustworthy today might feel outdated 6 months from now. When you're exposed to a variety of industries, you naturally stay sharper. You notice trends earlier because you're not locked into one narrow field. You get better at predicting where things are going because you're seeing the patterns emerge across different spaces. And honestly, it keeps you from getting bored. Learning something new every day is one of the best feelings, and it makes your work so much more fulfilling. Adaptability is your secret weapon. Here's a truth bomb. Marketing is never one size fits all. What works for one client, even if it's a killer strategy, might totally flop for another. The more industries you work with, the better you get at reading the room and pivoting fast. Adaptability is everything, not just for your clients, but for your growth as a creative, a strategist, and a leader. Let me give you a quick example. Say you built a TikTok campaign for a fashion brand that went viral. Great, right? But now you're working with a health tech company targeting 50-year-old professionals. Do you think that same TikTok strategy will work here? Probably not. But your experience helps you spot what could work. Maybe a LinkedIn content series or educational YouTube videos. Every pivot you make builds your adaptability muscle, and that's how you become truly unstoppable. Innovation happens when you blend different ideas. Now, this is where the magic really happens. When you work across different industries, you start to see opportunities for cross-pollination. You realize, hey, this storytelling technique we used for that children's book, publisher could actually make our B2B content way more engaging. Or the way we built urgency for that sneaker drop, we could apply that same psychology to a membership launch. Blending ideas from unexpected places leads to real innovation. You're not just recycling old tactics, you're creating new ones that feel fresh and exciting because they're coming from outside the usual playbook. Some of the most successful campaigns out there didn't come from copying what everyone else in the industry was doing. They came from blending insights, tactics, and ideas in unexpected ways. You're not just a one industry wonder. Let's talk about longevity. The best agencies, the ones that stick around and keep growing, they aren't one industry wonders. If you only work with one type of client, you run a huge risk. You start to think inside a very small box. You repeat the same strategies because they've worked before. And eventually, your results start to plateau. Or worse, your strategies become outdated. Working across industries keeps your thinking sharp. It forces you to stay flexible, to keep innovating, and to constantly push your creativity. It makes you future-proof. You're not dependent on the success of one sector. You can thrive in any market because you've built skills that transfer across the board. Here's the big takeaway I want you to leave with today. Variety isn't just nice to have, it's essential. It's the secret to staying creative, staying excited about your work, and staying ahead in a fast-changing world. Every new client, every new industry is a chance to learn something new, adapt faster, innovate smarter, grow stronger. So the next time an opportunity pops up in a sector you've never worked in before, say yes, jump in, get excited about the unknown, because variety is the secret sauce that keeps you growing, and it's how you build a career or agency that isn't just good, it's legendary. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more marketing tips, career advice, and creativity boosts, and let me know in the comments. What's the most unexpected industry you've ever worked with? And what did you learn from it? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.